Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we have an unboxing for you. I have only one watch today, but it's a good one. And this one does not come from AliExpress. Let's start off the wrist check. I'm wearing the Saloa 507. I've had this one for a while, so I probably need to get it reviewed. And Grogo is wearing my Citizen Donald Duck watch. I just reviewed that watch. If you haven't seen the review yet, be sure to check it out. Grogo asked VPO if things were going any better as Herald of Galactus, being known as the Golden Glider with the Y. 3PO said, unfortunately, after Galactus rejected Alderaan, 3PO sent him to Hoth. He told Galactus he thought he might like a nice snow cone. Galactus said, where am I supposed to get 352 quintillion gallons of cherry syrup? All right, this one should be fairly quick. Let's get the box open. Got my trusty scissors. And once again, this does not come from AliExpress. This is a little bit nicer than what I usually get on my channel. Somebody called my watches on my channel garbage watches the other day. I don't think that's fair. Just because they're from China doesn't make them garbage. But we have an island watch, or islander watch. And, oh yeah, comes with a screwdriver, because islanders always have screw pins. And here's the instructions and the warranty. So you don't get a card. Just scan the QR code. And here's the watch. We have the Islander Red October 2. So way back when I kind of first started getting into watches, Mark came out with the Red October. It was a limited edition watch. And now he came out with the Red October 2, which is not a limited edition watch. So this is kind of fun. Basically what you do is you have a Seiko case, but the bezel looks like a Yachtmaster. And so does this red second hand. So it's kind of, it's like the ideal that somebody modded a Seiko to make it look like a Yachtmaster. So, and he calls it the Red October because of the red second hand. And I don't know, a lot of you are younger, you might not remember the Red October. That was a fictional Russian submarine that was undetectable because it had some kind of fancy drive technology. It was a missile sub, so it was able to avoid detection. But in the novel, in the movie, the captain of the submarine defects to the U.S. So it was Tom Clancy's first big hit. So that established him as a big writer. And the movie was pretty good too because it had Sean Connery as the captain and Alec Baldwin as Jack Ryan, the hero of all the Clancy books. And I thought Alec Baldwin was a better Jack Ryan than Harrison Ford. Now I know Alec Baldwin personally can be quite the ass, but I thought he did a good job in the movie. I guess if you only went to movies from actors who were good people, you probably wouldn't go to a lot of movies. But here it is. Got all the plastic off. And this is an Islander, so it's going to have a sapphire crystal. And it's got a nice oyster style case. Has a middle clasp. Doesn't have micro adjust though, and only 3 holes of micro adjust. But that should be good enough. Let's go ahead and spin the bezel. And the bezel, I don't know if you've ever spun a Seiko bezel, but it feels just like a Seiko bezel. Seiko bezels just have this unique feel to them, the ratcheting, and it feels like a Seiko bezel. And of course it's got the 430 crown, which is pure Seiko. So yeah, it looks like kind of like an SKX case. And that's the reason why Mark came up with the Islander line, is because Seiko discontinued the SKX and it was his big seller. And not only was it a big seller, it was a big modder's watch. So he sold a lot of accessories for the SKX because people like to mod it. So, and once again, this watch looks like somebody modded an SKX and gave it a different bezel and dial and hand and everything. So I'm happy with it. So let's go ahead and put it on the wrist and see what it looks like. Here's the watch on size of my 7.5-inch wrist. That looks nice. That wears nice. This is fairly big watch. It's chunky, but the lug to lug's fairly short, and it wears nice and flat on the wrist. So flat on the wrist really trumps chunkiness. And I can only get 2 fingers underneath. So this bracelet's not very long. So if your wrist is bigger than 8, you need to contact Islander or Island Watch and tell them you need some more links if your wrist is bigger than 8. Now, that's the nice thing about when you start getting into this price range, getting extra links is no big deal. You just ask for them and you'll get them. Well, thank you for watching my unboxing video, and I'll be back with a review. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this watch, I don't have an affiliate link with Mark or with Island Watch, but I will leave the link where I bought it from, and you can buy it if you want it from them, because they're the only place you're going to get it from. And I'd like to thank my Members Choice members. There you are. Last time I looked, there was 8 of you. And as I mentioned in my last video, I sold the Members Choice watch, and I'll have to put a list together of new watches to vote on. Bye.